He was on NFL Total Access talking about his love of the Saints when he was promoting Alias. Now he's back promoting The Arrangement on E, and he's talking about his love of the Raiders. So I guess that's my first question to my good friend Michael Vartan, whose rescue dog has played with mine for many, many years. What gives, Michael Vartan? How does one go from Saint to Raider? What happened?
Well,
there?
let's be clear. I was never a full-fledged huge Saints fan. I was in a transitional period of my life, and I needed to pick a team because as a kid I was a Dolphins fan because my uncle was in the Coast Guard in Miami, and he was a huge Dolphins fan, and I just, the Saints, the fleur-de-lis on the helmet. I was born in France. There was a little bit of that going on.
Yeah, but it's the French background. So are you a quarter French, like the French Quarter? Are you a personification of the French Quarter,
no,
Michael?
I actually don't have an ounce of French or American blood in me. I don't. And I have both those passports, which is weird.
It's very, very odd.
Very odd. But no, the Raiders, I've always liked the Raiders, especially going back to the 70s. There was just such a bunch of misfits. And I liked this Raider team when they were really bad. And
so you mean when Derek Carr was just starting out, or were we talking about before that?
Yeah, before that. And now that they're good-ish, they're one of the last teams that I feel still has that 70s spirit in them.
Interesting. That's what
I miss about football.
Which is what?
Just back in the day, if you played for the 49ers or the Redskins, you would never, ever in your career play for the Cowboys. You just, there's obviously free agency, players move all around all the time. Like today, it's all happening. Jordy Nelson's apparently maybe going to meet with the Raiders, in which case they would waive Michael Crabtree, which is interesting. Anyway, I just miss the hatred between teams. I feel like the Raiders and the Chiefs still might have it a little bit, but
yeah, I mean the Jets and the Patriots have it.
That's true.
Who else, Brockman? Who else still has that old school 70s?
And Cowboys and Redskins doesn't mean anything.
So are you one of those?
Good question.
So yeah, I'm just trying to. With Seahawks and the Niners used to have it. Maybe they get it back a little bit.
Anyone with the Bears and the Green Bay
Broncos?
Lions. Chiefs, Broncos, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Steelers, Ravens.
That's it.
That's it.
I think you finally, but that's the point.
Right.
So you one of those Michael Vartan here on the Rich Eisen show where you're watching at the end of the game and they're swapping jerseys and shaking hands and smile. You get upset with that sort of thing?
No, I'm not upset with that because most of these guys either played together in college and with free agency they all know each other pretty well, but.
Right.
I'm a fan of the game first and foremost. I love football, so I'll watch any game, and I just miss a little bit of the just that real hatred for the other team. Not on a personal level, obviously, but just that logo, that color.
Do you have that in your profession? Is there anyone in particular that you particularly despise, Michael? That you refuse to show?
How much time do we have?
How much time do we have? Oh, we have.
We've got about 27 minutes.
Oh God. Okay.
Is there any such situation?
No, not really.
Okay. You just take it one show at a time, hope for the best. You don't have a crystal ball. It is what it is.
I'm kind of a crew member trapped in an actor's body. I still am trying to figure out what I'm going to do when I grow up. I doubt I'll retire as an actor. We were just talking off air. If I could get a job here, I'd be more than happy that The Arrangement would be my last venture into the acting world. Because sports is my true passion.
I know that.
There's no doubt
you
about
love it.
It's my favorite thing on earth, and it's taken me a long time to have the courage in a public forum when people say, "What's your passion in life?" Sports. Because it's you're a meathead, you're this, you're that. I don't care anymore.
So let's be honest here. Based on your filmography and. Don't laugh.
I'm not laughing.
Don't laugh. Based on your filmography, if A-Rod walked in here, would he get jealous of you?
Would he get jealous of me?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
But you've been with J-Lo.
Well, not really. Not technically. He's really been with J-Lo.
His notes are on the are on that, right?
Wow.
Are on the table. So it's all good.
Oh, I would hope
with
so.
you and A-Rod.
I would think so. Especially considering now he's with
He's with ESPN and J-Lo now. They are together.
Oh.
Did you not know that?
No, I did not know that.
Am I breaking news to
yes,
you? You've been on the Arrangement set a little bit too long.
No, my TV's only tuned to sports or Animal Planet. That's what it is. I don't really care about what's going on in show business.
Michael Vartan here on the Rich Eisen Show. So we have for you set up, because you're an old school football guy. Okay. You do, what would you say? How many of the first few Super Bowls would you know off the top of your head? Final score, MVP, and location? What would you say? What would you say you could put on the table right now?
I think location, I would be maybe 95% MVP, maybe 100% score.
Iffy,
but close.
All right, let's give him some music here. Some NFL Films music to fire him up. Chris Brockman.
Just picking random Super Bowls?
Just no 1 through 15.
Okay.
Try that. Let's see how many
Super
we can
Bowl
make.
1, Michael. What do you got?
The Green Bay Packers beat the Kansas City Chiefs at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum 35-10.
35-10, correct.
Bart Starr.
Bart Starr, the MVP.
Bart Starr is the MVP.
Okay, go for it. Number 2. Super Bowl 2.
Green Bay beat the Raiders 33-14.
Correct.
33-14.
That was Orange Bowl.
Correct.
Bart Starr.
Correct. Super Bowl 3.
Probably your favorite Super Bowl.
Yes.
The guarantee.
Yes.
Jets beat the Colts 16-7.
Correct.
Joe Namath,
Yes.
obviously. That was also at the Orange Bowl.
Correct. Super Bowl 4.
Matriculate the ball down the field, boys. Just keep matriculating the ball down the field.
That's correct.
The Chiefs beat the Vikings. Oof, this is going to be tough. 24-6, 23-6?
23-7.
23-7.
Who was the MVP?
Len Dawson.
And where was it?
Ooh. Is that Tulane?
That's correct.
Wow.
In New Orleans. Go for it. Super Bowl 5.
Colts beat the Cowboys 16-13.
Correct.
Orange Bowl.
Correct.
First time ever defensive player MVP and player on a losing team was the MVP. Chuck Howley,
That is
linebacker. For the Dallas
correct.
Cowboys.
Michael Vartan
Amazing.
is damn near 5 for 5. All right, Super Bowl 6, sir. Let's
Super Bowl
keep going
6. Dallas beat Miami. I want to say 24 or 27-3, 24-3.
What was that over there, Brockman? Do you have that score? Because my computer's all
Yes,
locked up.
24-3.
And who was the
24-3.
and who was the MVP?
Roger Dodger.
And where was it?
I believe it's the one and only game ever played at Rice Stadium.
Is that true? You got that one?
No, Rice is coming up.
Oh,
this one's
no.
this one's again at Tulane Stadium.
Oh,
Okay.
Tulane, that's right.
All right,
I know it's the Minnesota-Miami game that was at Rice, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
This is impressive. Super Bowl 7.
Super Bowl 7, the perfect season. Coliseum, Dolphins beat the Redskins 14-7. That was a famous Scario Premium.
Yes, correct.
Mike Bass returned that for
Super Bowl 8.
Super Bowl 8. Uh-oh. Super Bowl 8. Dolphins over the Vikings.
Correct.
Ooh, this score is going to be tough.
This is impressive.
24-7. I don't know.
24-7. Yes, exactly.
That's honestly just a lucky
Yes.
guess.
Do you want to take one last shot at the MVP?
In that game,
Yeah.
Larry Zonka?
That's correct. That's 1 through 8.
Wow.
We could go on and on and
That's
on.
amazing.
Michael Vartan, everybody.
I have a lot of time on my hands.
Let's talk about the arrangement, sir, before we send you back up the 405.
I thought you wanted to hear the Max McGee story.
Well, what would you? I mean, I would rather talk about the Max McGee story, but I want to make sure you're getting your money's worth
Gotcha.
and your people who are.
Please
on
watch
E.
the arrangement. Anyway, the Max McGee story. No, I'm kidding.
The arrangement is about what, Michael Vartan?
It's basically a peek behind the curtain of what goes on in Hollywood and all the wonderfully manipulative situations that occur and how careers are made or broken and what exterior forces are at play that actually make movies happen or not. And my character plays the head of this institute. He's very shady, he's very creepy, which is very fun to play. And he basically has his hands on everything in the business. And it's a really dark, really good show. A lot of people don't know it's on E because I think E, and justifiably so, is still seen as a platform for reality shows, but they're really branching out into 1 hour drama, and this is their second after the Royals, and I really love our show.
And Josh Henderson plays the actor who has the arrangement that you have overseen with an actress.
Yes,
correct?
Christine Evangelista. They're both wonderful. They're great to work with. Lexa Doig plays my wife. She's Canadian. She's amazing. She's got the filthiest smell I've ever heard. It's fantastic. We have a great time making the show. We shoot in Vancouver, and I think people will be surprised if they tune in. They'll think, "Oh wow, this is on E now. Great, I like this."
Well, fantastic.
Yeah.
It's at 9 Eastern on Sunday. Michael Vartan, you come back anytime, sir.
Thanks for having me. Good to see you
Anytime.
again.
Come on, it's great to see you again.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.